Hello guys, we're going to start in a second, okay? Okay, perfect. Hello again, I hope you had a great week. And we're going to just try to do a little bit of work today with some different equipment, which I brought here with me. So, what we're going to do, we're going to use, if you have one at your place, some kind of like a soft ball, that might be our resistance. The other thing, what we can use today will be a towel. And if you have in your place, you can use elastic band instead of towel. One more thing that we can use would be water bottles that they might mimic your weights, or for example cans with beans or with tomatoes, something that will have some kind of a weight for you. Just give me 1 second and we can start that. So now, when I introduce you to our equipment, I'm really happy to say again, hello, hi. I hope you enjoyed last week's class, and I think this one will be good as well. So guys, first thing, what I want to tell you will be that we're going to do workout. First, we're going to do warm up, then we're going to try to work a little bit on our balance, then we're going to work a little bit on our coordination, then it will be strengthening part, then it's going to be a stretching part and a cool down. Okay guys, so let's start from warm up. We're going to start from the top of our head and we're going to finish on our toes. So first thing, what we're going to try to do gently, we're going to try to move our head up and down. So we're going to try to go up and slowly we're going to try to go down. Nice with control. And last repetition. Bring your head back to the center, and now we're going to try to go from one side to the other side with twisting our head. So we're going to try to twist one way as far as you're feeling comfortable, and then slowly go to the other side. Nice and slowly. Last repetition on each side. And now you're going to try to bring your ear to your shoulder. So try to relax your shoulders. Hands are staying on your laps, and just lay your ear on one side. And try to go on the other side. Nice and slowly. Just to stretch slightly those tissues. Will be more to mobilize them, to move them a little bit. And last repetition on each side. Okay, now try to, you can use, if you have a ball, you can use a ball for this one. So you can support yourself with the ball behind your back. So that will give you a little bit more space between you and the chair. So you can cross your hands in front of you and try to twist yourself one way and then the other way, as far as you are feeling comfortable. So let's go one way and slowly go to the other side. You don't need to pump it at the end, just go to the end and return to neutral position. Nice and slow. And last one on each side. Now we're going to try to warm up our thoracic spine a little bit. So put the ball, if you have ball, put it against the chair. If you don't have it, just take it out and have a little bit space between you and the chair. And what you're going to try to do, again, you cross your hands in front of you on your chest, and you're just trying gently to go to the back and return to neutral position. To do that, try to use mostly your thoracic spine. So part that is between your lumbar, over here, and between your neck. This part where your rib cage is. Okay, let's go. Of course, remember about breathing during those exercises. And last two. Last one. And now we're going to work a little bit on our shoulders to warm them up. You can keep the ball behind your back if it's comfortable for you to lean against it, or you can just take it out, put it somewhere on the side. We're going to use it later. So for shoulders, we're going to try first to go with the circles to warm up our shoulder blades, muscles, and all of the shoulder girdle tissues. So we're going to try to go up to the back and to the front. Up, back, down, front. Nice and slow. Try to do big circles. And that will be the last one, this way. And now try to go the other way. So first try to go to the front, down, back, and up. And the last one. Now, try to bring your arms sideways up as high as you are feeling comfortable. If that will be your maximum range, that's okay. If one arm is able to go higher, then go higher with that arm. And if you're able to go all the way up, just try to go all the way up and slowly go all the way down. Just remember about your own limitations and don't try to go too hard on this exercise session. Just take it easy. You know your limitations. So, ready? Slowly go up and go down. If it's more comfortable for you to twist your hands on the way up this way, just go this way. If it's more comfortable for you to twist your hands pointing towards each other, that's okay as well. Let's go 2 more times. And last one. Perfect. Now, we're going to try to go to the front. Similar move. If that's your comfortable zone, stay over here. If that's your comfortable zone, stay over here. Important thing would be to avoid arching your back when you go up. So when you go up, if that's your max, that's okay. You don't want to go this way. You're trying to stabilize your trunk, and we are just going as far as we are feeling comfortable. Ready? Slowly, let's go. And go back. Go up. Try to feel how far you can go without losing the position of your back. And last two. Last one. Now we're going to stand up. Keep the chair in front of you. And we're going to try to work to stretch a little bit our front and to wake up a little bit our back muscles. So you're going to try to bring your hips to the front to the chair, and you're going to try to bring your back that direction to the back. Hands on the chair, hips are going to the chair, go to the back, and return to neutral position, nice and slowly. Last two. And last one. Now, we're going to try to march in the spot for a minute. Okay, guys? So, if you need a chair, you can use a chair in front of you just to march it like this. If you are feeling confident enough to go just with one hand on the chair and march a little bit higher with your knees, that's okay. If you are feeling super confident, then you can go with without using the chair and marching with using your arms and legs. And we're going to try to do that for a minute. Okay, guys? So you decide what is the most comfortable option for you and go for it. If you will find that it's too challenging, just change it for the easier version. And same the opposite way. If it's too hard for you, if it's too easy for you, just try to make it a little bit harder, okay? So let's go, guys. Okay, last 10 seconds. Okay, perfect. Now, we're going to just try to warm up our knees a little bit. To do that, we're going to go with the knee flexion and knee extension. You can do that in standing if you want to. you can sit down on the chair. First, I will show you the option in standing. So in standing, you're going to just try to bend your knee and then just try to bend it the other way. One way, so try to bring it as close as you can to your bone and then try to extend it. So push it as far as you can to the front. And we're going to just try to go like this. If you want to sit down for a moment, you can do exactly the same thing. Sit slightly deeper, slightly further from the back of the chair. Go up and then go down. That would be very similar move. Okay? Whatever is more comfortable for you, we're going to go with that exercise for a few repetitions on each side. So I prefer this way. If you are ready, let's go. Nice and slowly. Try to settle down your breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And last one, let's go on the other side. Bend it and move it forward. Bend it and go forward. And last one. Perfect. Now we're going to go in standing, or again, if you want to stay in sitting, that's fine. You can do the same exercise in sitting. So what we're going to try to do, we're going to just try to mobilize a little bit our ankles. To do that, you're going to try to go on your toes, and you're going to try to go on your heels. If you want to do that in sitting, same thing. Sit up tall, you go on your toes, you raise your heels, you raise your toes. Okay, I will go with standing version. So, ready? Let's go. And slowly go the other way. Try to rock through the sole of your foot. If you are doing that in standing or in sitting, it doesn't matter. Try to feel that glide move from the toes to your heels. And last two, last one. Okay, perfect. Now, we're going to work a little bit on our balance. We're going to do similar exercise that we were doing last week, so single leg stand. To do that, you can keep your two hands on the chair, or you can keep your one hand on the chair, or you can have your hands on your hips, for example. So, this is the easiest version. This is slightly harder version. This is the hardest version. And the goal would be to try to take your hand, if you are using a chair, try to take at least one hand up, and with the other hand, try to just raise it a little bit above the chair to try to catch the balance when you're standing on one leg, okay? And we're going to try to stand like this for 10 seconds on each side. So, hands on the chair, shift your weight to one side, bring one leg up, and just try to bring your one hand up, and if you are able to, try to bring the other one and try to maintain this position for 10 seconds. Okay, bring your foot down, go on the other side, shift your weight, bring your leg up, bring one hand up, bring the other hand up, and hold this position for 10. Three, two, one, and let's go on the other side. So, hands on the chair, shift your weight, bend your knee, one hand up, the other one go up, and we hold for 10. 2, 1, put your foot down. If you're able to maintain that just for 5 seconds or even less, that's okay. That's your baseline. Our goal is to reach 10 seconds in a row. Let's go on the other side. Bend your knee, hands up. And put your foot down. We're going to do one more repetition on each side. So let's go. Last time on your first side that you were doing that, in my case, it would be left. Hands up and try to hold that position. And put your foot down, shift your weight to the other side. Bring your knee up, one hand, the other hand. Two, one, put your foot down. Now we're going to do a new exercise. It will be a clock reach. To do this exercise, you will have to stand side to the chair. If that will be too challenging for you or you won't feel confident with this exercise, you can do the previous exercise of single leg balance. For this one, you can keep the chair, hold the chair with your one hand. You're going to stand on one leg and you're going to just try to reach with your toes as far as you can to the front, then to the side, then diagonal to the front and side, back side, and to the back, and then return to center, okay? We're gonna first try to do a couple of repetitions on one side, and then we're gonna try to do a couple of repetitions on the other side, okay? So if you are feeling confident, you can try to do that without chair. If you want to try first with the chair, you can always rely on chair and just slightly bend your knee. I will show you slightly how this move looks like. So you bend your knee a little bit, you bend your knee a little bit, you reach to the front, you reach to the side, you reach to the back, and we're gonna stick to those directions today only. So hand on the chair, go slowly to the front, tap the ground, go back. Go to the side, tap the ground and go back. Slowly go to the back, tap the ground, go back. To the front, to the side, and to the back. Important thing would be to maintain with your upper body straight position. So don't go like this. And slowly we're gonna go to the side, to the back, and last set we're gonna try to do now. So front, side, and back. Perfect. Now let's go to the other side. If you will notice that there is some difference between left and right, that's a normal thing. And that will be a good information for you to know on which side you should work and focus on during those exercises. So hand on the chair and stand on one leg, bring your one leg to the front, to the side, and slowly to the back. Front, side, back. Front, side, back. And last repetition. Front, side, and back. Perfect. Now, we're going to work a little bit on our coordination. To do that, two options again. First one will be in standing, second one will be in sitting. First, I will show the option in standing. So, exercise will look like this, that you can try to tap with your one hand, your head, your shoulder. If you have problem with tapping this shoulder, you can tap the opposite shoulder. So, head, shoulder, knee, and toe. If you are feeling confident with doing that without the support, go without it. If you are feeling that you need that support, that's okay, that's fine. If you are not feeling comfortable with this kind of setup, so in standing, you can only do the same exercise in sitting. And you go this way. For example, with one hand, or you can go with two hands. Head, shoulders, or shoulders. That will be more comfortable way, that will be less comfortable way. Shoulders, knees, and toes. So, we're gonna go in a moment. So, if you are going in standing, you can do 5 repetitions on one side and then 5 repetitions on the other side. Ready? So, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. If you can do that faster, that's okay. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, 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 toes. We have 2 more to go. So head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And last one. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Okay, guys, now, so we went through the warm-up part, and now we're gonna do a little bit of strengthening work. To do that, we're gonna first use 3 options here. First option would be with the elastic band. And what you will have to do, you will have to step on the elastic band with one, actually you can go with 2 feet. So 2 feet on the elastic band, bring your arm in front of you. I will just show you sideways so you will see what is happening around here. So, band is in front of you, you're sitting tall, you bring your arm up and pull it down. That will be option 1. Option 2, if you don't have elastic band, will be with the towel, and what you can try to do would be to hold the towel with your one hand, the other hand is holding the end of towel, and you're trying to pull this arm up, and the other arm is holding this. So it's not allowing you, pull you up, and we're gonna try to hold that for a moment, and then relax. So build up that tension, and relax. Third option would be with water bottle. You can just grab one water bottle, hold it in the comfortable position for you, and slowly bring it up and bring it down. Okay? So I will go with the elastic band for this one, for this side. Just try to more or less measure if you have an elastic band, try to measure it, how much will be for you. If it will be too big resistance, just give yourself a little bit more length of it to pull up, okay? Ready? Let's go. And last 2. Last 1. And we're gonna go to the other side. For the other side, I'm going to use a towel. So one arm up, one arm down, and you bring your arm down, you pull it up, you hold, and you bring it down. Hold, and bring it down. Try to pull as hard as you can on with the arm up, so you will feel how the tension in the muscles is building up. Again, if that's your comfortable range, just go with this range. If this is your comfortable range, go as far as right angle in your shoulder. Last 2 repetitions. And last one. And relax. Now, with next exercise, you can use again towel, water bottles, or elastic band. To use a towel, you're going to hold it. Just grab it a little bit wider than your shoulders. And you're going to go from this position, pull it as hard as you can, and relax. Pull and relax. Pull and relax. That would be first option. Second option, you can grab water bottles in this position or in this position, and you can bring it out and back here, nice and slowly. Third option, with the elastic band, would be to do the same thing as with the weights. So, bring your arms in front of you, you go this way, and you slowly come back. Ready? Let's go. Nice and slowly. Don't hold your breath when you are pulling the band. If you're not able to do that without holding your breath, probably the resistance is too big. So it should be like this, that when you pull the ends, you exhale, when you bring it back, you inhale. So, and we're gonna do 5 more reps. And the last one. Perfect. Now, we're going to work a little bit on front of our muscles, on our pecs. To do that, we can use bowl, we can use water bottle, or we can do this by our hand. So with bowl, it will be a little bit more unstable. It will be the hardest version. So you press, you're trying to squeeze the ball, you hold it, and you relax it. With the water bottle, you can do the exact same thing. You can try to squeeze it. And if you are doing this with your hands, you can go this way. Or if that is giving you trouble for your wrist, then you can go on one side. I will show you over here. So you put one hand here, and just try to push with one arm this way, and you hold this position on one side, and then you switch to the other side. Okay? I will go with the ball. So, elbows up, bring your shoulder blades back together, and try to squeeze the ball, hold it, and relax. Elbows, squeeze the ball, and relax. Elbows out, squeeze the ball, and relax. Squeeze the ball, or squeeze your hands or water bottle, and relax. Let's go 3 more times. And last one, elbows up, squeeze the ball, and relax. Okay, for next one, we're gonna work on the muscles that they're working against our pec muscles, so our back muscles. To do that, again, three options. First option would be with the towel, because it's the closest one. So you're going to put the towel in front on your toes, and what you're going to try to do, I will show you sideways actually, then you're going to see it better. You put the towel in front of your foot. You're sitting tall, so don't sit like this, and don't try to over-arch. Your back should be in neutral position. You hold the ends of the towel, and you're trying to pull them in. It won't be a massive move. It will be this move. And try to hold this tension, and then relax. That will be first option. Second option would be with water bottles. Now you can hold 2 water bottles. Try to sit up tall and pull up this way and bring your arms back. And third option will be with the elastic band. And it's like a connection of those two that we were doing before. So you're going to try to sit up tall and you're going to try to pull and then relax. Important thing would be to avoid arching your back or going with your back like this. Your back is not moving, your arms are doing all of the work. Okay, ready? Let's go. Last 2 repetitions. And last one. And relax. Now, for next exercise, you can use water bottles, you can use your hand as a resistance, or you can use elastic band. So with the water bottle, we're going to do bicep curls. So you can hold the water bottles and you can go. This will be the easiest option if you're going to go with one arm at the time. This will be slightly harder option to go with 2 at the time. And that will be the option for the bottle. If you don't have a bottle with you, then what you can try to do, I will show you sideways. You can place your arm in this position, right angle in your shoulder. You put one hand on the top of the other forearm, and you are just trying to push this arm up, but the top arm is not allowing you to do that. And you're going to just try to hold that resistance and then relax. And again, and relax. That would be second option. And third option would be with the elastic band. And again, with the elastic band, you can use one, just step on the elastic band, and you can use one of them for one string to pull it up and down. Or if you want, if that's too easy for you, then you can use 2 strings to go up and down. Whatever is more comfortable for you, pick that option, and if you are ready, we can start. So sit up tall and let's go up and slowly go down. Actually, I need to grab a little bit lower. Nice and slow. If you are doing the exercise with the resistance, then try to hold for the time when the band is going up, and when it's going down, try to relax. Last 3 repetitions, 2, and last 1. Moment of relax. And we're going to go on the other side. Ready? Let's go. Try to sit up tall. If you are feeling that you're pushing with your shoulder up, that's not great. Just try to go as far as you are feeling comfortable. If that's your max, then just go that far. More important would be technique rather than doing more repetitions in the wrong way, because we want to work just on the biceps. We don't want to work on the other structures. Last 3 repetitions. 2, 1. And now we're going to work on our side flexion in our lumbar spine to strengthen muscles on our sides. To do that, we can do that in standing or in sitting. In sitting, first I'll show you the option. That will be actually the easiest options. Arms on your side, and you go to one side, you go to the other side. To make this exercise slightly harder, you can use water bottles. And you go one way, and you go the other way. To make it a little bit harder, you can do that in standing. So you go one way, and then you go the other way. To make it a little bit more harder, if you have, you can use again elastic band. And what you're going to try to do, on one side it's going to help you, on the other side it's going to make a little bit more resistance. So you're going to try to go up and pull the band without moving your shoulders, okay? And just pull the other side. Whenever you're ready, pick your option, and we can start. Last 2 repetitions, so 1 on each side. Okay, super. Now guys, we're going to work on our hip and on our knee to strengthen it a little bit. So for hip, the exercise that I made, we're going to use, actually, you might use your hands or you might use the elastic band. You need to make a knot, so you have to tie the elastic band around your, slightly above your knees, and you can try to do, actually I will use a ball just to support myself behind my back, that will be more comfortable for me. And guys, what you will have to do, try to keep your feet slightly apart, and you're going to try to bring your knees out without moving your feet, and try to bring them in. Go out and bring them back. Nice and slowly. If you don't have elastic band, then you can use your hands as a resistance. So you can push and don't let your arms move, and then relax. If you want, you can just go without any resistance, without any weight to do that. So 3 options. The hardest one will be with band, slightly easier with your hands, and just to build up tension. And the easiest version would be just to go without any equipment. Ready, guys? Let's go. Slowly go back. If you are doing this with hands, try to hold that resistance for 2-3 seconds. Last 2 repetitions. 1, and relax. Now, you can untie the band. And we're going to use a ball. Or if you don't have a ball, you can use your water bottle or you can use your towel. So first I will show you the version with towel. Just need to fold it a couple of times and place it between your thighs, between your knees. And what you're going to try to do, you're going to just try to squeeze that towel and hold that for 2-3 seconds and then relax. If you're not using towel, then you can put your hands, right hand on left knee, left hand on right knee, and you can do the same thing with your hands. That will be the second option. And third option would be to use a ball. Just place the ball here, and I will go with that option. We're going to just try to squeeze that. You can put your hands here, you can put your hands on your laps, wherever it's most comfortable for you. Squeeze, we're going to hold 1, 2, 3, and relax. Try to sit nice and tall. When you are squeezing, don't hold your breath. Try to breathe regularly. And last 2 repetitions, hold it 1, 2, 3, and relax. And last 1, 2, 3, and relax. Okay, now we're going to put the ball on the side. We won't need to use that anymore. And what you're going to do, you're going to use your knee to bring it up, and you're going to just try to hold it for 1, 2, 3. And relax, okay? And then we're going to try to go on the other side. We're going to try to do 5 on each side with hold. So let's go up. 1, 2, 3, and relax. And relax. That's the last one. Let's go on the other side. So straighten your knee and bring it. Last 2 repetitions. Hold for 1, 2, 3. And last one. Okay. Now, we're going to try to go with sit to stand. You did a little bit of work for your legs, so you might feel it now. But the goal would be to stand up from sitting position. And few options here, as I was saying to you last week. You can use your side of the chair or armrests to push off through them. That will be the easiest option, to go this way. Second option, to push through your hands, with your hands through your knees. That would be the second option. Third option would be with your arms reached forward. So you can hold your hands together or you can hold them this way. You lean forward and you bring yourself up. And the last option would be with your hands across your chest. So you can use them to stand up. Pick your favorite option and we can start. Nice and slowly, try to avoid going with the momentum. Slowly go down and return to vertical position. Nice and slowly. When you are going up, try to push through your legs, build that tension up. When you are going down, try to control the move down as well. Last two. This will be the last one. Now we're going to try to go with the mini lunges. Okay, to do that, side to the chair, and I'll just show you over here. What you're going to try to do, you're going to try to step forward with one leg. Just lower yourself and go back. That will be all. So we're going to go with one leg, and then you're going to go with the other leg. You can use a chair as a support. If you're not feeling confident with this exercise, then you can use a chair in front of you and you can do mini squats. So one hand on the chair, step to the front, lower yourself, return, go back. Go on the other side, lower yourself, return, go back. Ready? Let's go then. With the upper body, try to maintain neutral position. So try to avoid leaning forward during this exercise. Nice and slowly, go down, go up. You don't have to go as slow as I'm going. If you're feeling comfortable that this is your range, that's fine. And last repetition on each side. Super. Now we're going to go with the cool down part to work a little bit to stretch our tissues just a tiny bit. The tissues that we're working during those exercises. So first thing, we're going to go with the quadriceps. So with your quads, front of your thigh. To do that, you can stretch it in few ways. First option will be bring your leg up, grab it behind you, and go like this. That will be the hardest option. Then, if it's easier for you, you can use a towel or elastic band just to put it under your ankle, hold it, and help yourself this way. That will be the second option. Third option, it's hard for you to do that, would be to sit sideways to the chair and hold the back part of the chair, bring one leg down, and just try to hold this position, and you will feel gentle pulling around here. So this is the easiest option from balance perspective. If that's your max range, that's okay. If that's your max range, that's okay as well. Just try to go as far as you are feeling comfortable. So if you prefer to do that in sitting, go with sitting. If you prefer to do that in standing, go in standing with the towel or without it. Ready? Set yourself in the position and let's go. You can try to, when you are sitting, you can try to push your hips slightly forward. Important thing with all of those exercises is to keep your lower back straight without arching it and relax it. Let's go on the other side. So bring your leg to the back. Try to push maybe a little bit and hold. And relax. And now guys, we're going to try to stretch our hamstrings. To stretch our hamstrings, few options again. First option will be in sitting. You move your foot to the front and you lean forward, you slide your hand down just to feel pulling on the back of your leg. Second option in standing. Move looks exactly the same. You bring your one heel to the front and you slide forward. And you hold this position. Sideways like this. So pick your option and whenever you're ready, we can start. So bring your one leg to the front, slide your hand down, and just hold that position for a moment. Okay, and let's go on the other side. And return to neutral position. Let's go one more time on each side. So first leg that you are stretching. Straighten it, bend forward, and hold. Okay, relax the stretch. Let's go on the other side. Okay, and relax. Now guys, we're going to try to do a little bit of breathing exercise. So to do that, we're going to try to breathe through different patterns. First pattern will be diaphragm breathing, and second pattern will be chest breathing. So when you are breathing through your diaphragm, I will just show you sideways. Important thing would be to see that when you inhale, your belly is coming out. So when you exhale, belly is coming back in. So that will be diaphragm breathing. And then we're going to try to do chest breathing. So when you're doing chest breathing, you can hold your hand on the chest. And when you inhale, chest is going forward, chest is expanding. And then when you're exhaling, chest is coming back to neutral position. You can do that in standing or you can do that in sitting. If you can put your hands exactly on the chest and on your belly, and you will see which one you are normally doing, and if you are able to use the other pattern of breathing. So I will just do that in standing to give you an example. So we're going to try to do 5 times breathe through your diaphragm. So my belly will go to the front and we'll go back. Ready? Nice and slowly. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, now we can do the same thing with the chest to expand our chest and belly is not moving. Ready? And last one. Okay, guys. Congratulations in completing this class. Well done again. That's all for today. And what I wanted to tell you is that I'm really happy to do that class with you next week. Next week, we're going to try to change a little bit things around, like every week, to work slightly different on the different parts of your body, just to wake all of them up and keep them occupied. If you don't have a elastic band or you don't have a soft ball like this, we have them and we can post them to you. If you are interested in that, you can send us an email about it, and we're going to tell you everything, what are the costs and when it's going to be with you. But I think normally the postage take 1 or 2 days around Dublin, around Ireland, maybe 2-3 days. The other thing, what I wanted to say was that if you have any suggestions to the class, what you would like to try, or if it's too easy or if it's too hard, send us email with your feedback. I would really appreciate that, because the class is for you, and the goal is to keep you going and to keep you fit and well in those difficult times. So any kind of feedback from you will be beneficial. So thank you very much, guys, again, and we're going to see each other next week. Thanks a million. Bye.